Hello everyone, I'm TJoki. Welcome back to part 32. In this tutorial we're going to do is the player shooting. We're not going to be doing the animations just yet, but we'll be doing the shooting, and then what we'll do is try and shoot this. The sounds I'll be doing in the sounds and animations I'll be doing in tomorrow's video, so then we can all tie this up in Wednesday's video. Now what we need to do is we need to create another script and call this weapon firing, or weapon fire. I'm going to go in this script. And what we need to do to begin with is, well, what we could start off with actually is add in the public audio clip, and then what we're going to say is it's a shooting sound. I was just going to say it's a shooting sound. That way when we can just drop the audio into this and we won't have to put this back in. Now what we need to do is we're going to create a couple of floats, some private variables. So what I'm going to do is going to do a private float, and I'm just going to call this fire rate, and I'm going to have it as 0.0 or 0.9f. This is so there is a delay before the next shot can go off. You can play around with this and find the one that more suits you, or the weapon you want to use, but I'm going to have it as 0.09f for now. I'm going to do a private float and flat float. There we go, private float. And I'm going to call this underscore cooldown remaining equals 0f. It has no cooldown at the moment. The cooldown will happen when you shoot the weapon. Now what I'm going to do is we also, for now, I'm just going to have the shooting. I'm going to have no animations, no hit markers, nothing like that. So what we're going to do is in the update, we want to create underscore cooldown remaining is minus equals to time dot delta time. This is going by the engine time. And what we're going to do is, for now what we're going to do is we're going to go if get button, input.get button, get button, I believe Unity calls it fire1, and I'm just going to say fire, not weapon fire, just fire. Now I want to create another function, void on GUI, void fire, just so that doesn't have a red mark under it anymore. We might come around and use this. I'm thinking of tying in the ammo consumption to this, but I think I might leave that out for now. Now what I want to do is in fire, this is going to be probably the longest one we've done. I'll try and explain the best as we go along. So I'm going to say if underscore cooldown remaining is greater than 0, I want to return. I want to break off and return. Now underneath that, I go to Ray, and then Ray. I'm just going to put Ray. is equal to new ray. And this is where things get a little bit more complicated. I'm going to use the camera. So the center of the camera that you look in is where the rounds are going to hit. Because I'm using the camera, you don't need to worry about a crosshair, like there. Sorry, not crosshair. You don't need to worry about the cursor or anything like that. Like we have on before, we have if we point at a target, it displays the health because it uses the mouse cursor is locked in the middle of the screen. With this one, it shoots dead center. So if you move quickly, it still hits the dead center. Now I'm going to say camera dot main dot transform dot position, and camera dot main dot transform dot forward. This basically means that the ray goes from the position, so wherever the camera is. The main camera is the one you're using in game, so it will be our FPS camera. And then the camera.main.transform.forward is where the round shoots, so it's going to shoot forward from the camera. Now I want a transform dot, not dot, sorry, whoops. I'm just going to call it hit transform. And it will have a lovely green line underneath it at the moment. And I want to say vector 3 hit point. Now underneath this I want to say hit transform equals find close. If it would only work. I think I accidentally hit a button. There we go, that's the button I hit. Define close. Hit point. This here at the moment won't work so well. Find closest hit info. I'll have to come back to that to find out why it's not working. Unless I've not done something right here. Yeah, it should be right. I'm going to say if hit point is not equal to null, object health h equals hit transform dot get component object health. I believe I did call this object health in here. Yes, I did, so that's fine. You will make sure that's the same name as the script. I'm going to say while h equals null and hit transform dot parent hit transform equals hit transform dot parent. H equals hit transform dot get component object health So I mean, this is a bit bleh, but it seems to be working so far. Apart from this here, which I'm confused about a bit. Now, underneath this, I say if h is not equal to null, so there is something there. Object health, I'm going to call it oh equals h dot get component object health. So we're continually getting the object health. I'm going to say if oh is equal to null, debug dot log error, or log error, yeah. Damn. We say this because if an object has a component, the game object that this is shooting at is null. It has an object health, but it's nothing in it, and it doesn't return this back correctly, it's going to give me an error. Otherwise, else oh.transform take damage. There we go. So because of the RPC, we could do this take damage call now. And then you can set this to do a certain amount of damage, like I'm going to say 10, but if you want the damage, say like an FPS shooters, when you're shooting at something, it doesn't do exactly the same amount of damage every shot. So because the weapon we're using, I'm going to say, because we want it quite powerful, so I'm going to say 30, and then the maximum value, I'm going to have it, whoops, I need to take damage, and then I want to do random range, random dot range, and then I can do the 30, and then the minimum value, and then the maximum value I'm going to do as 52, so I can do 30 to 52 damage. And then after these two here, underneath here, I'm going to do underscore cooldown remaining equals underscore fire rate. So this is tied into the fire rate. Now I can just keep shooting every time with the fire rate. Now we're going to create the, oh, I know why. I had a completely random moment then. So under here I want to do transform, and then I want to call it this, and I'm going to put ray, comma, out vector 3, and then hit point. I'm going to say Raycast hit. I'm going to call it hits. And I'm going to say physics dot raycast all. And I'm going to say ray. I'm going to say transform dot close. Oh, this transform we'll call closest hit. Closest hit. Let's see equals null. So it doesn't have a closest hit because you've not shot anything yet. I'm going to say float distance. I'm going to have a 0 to begin with. Then hit point is a vector3.0. Ooh, I love programming because I've got to remember all what I did. Now I'm going to say for each Raycast hit. I'm going to call this hit in hits. So this is find all the Raycast hit and hits which we did up here. Oh, where did I do hits? I did hit. Yeah, I called it hit and hits. Where did I call hits? I remember doing it earlier. I can't remember. And I'm going to say if hit dot transform is not equal to this dot transform and closest hit equals null, or hit dot distance is less than distance. Let's say closest hit equals hit dot transform, distance equals hit dot distance. Then I want to instantiate. Actually, so I'm going to leave this out for now. This instantiation is when we're going to add. I was thinking, yeah, I'll be adding the instantiate here when we're doing like the hit markers and everything. Then 2 down, and I want to return closest hit, because otherwise it's not good to us. Now, if that works, and I have no problems, this should work. I say should work. Actually, I'm going to add, the shooting sound I'm actually going to add in here so I can actually hear it working. So in my other one, assets folder, sounds, I have an M4A1 grand sound folder. So yeah, if I drag that into my, there just as a test sound, and then I want to find my M4, where is it? That's in level. Where's my FPS controller? First person controller. Weapon. There's my weapon. So weapon fire, I want to put my weapon. The shooting sound, I'm going to put that in there. And then I'm going to test this out, because it might come with an error. It's not doing anything. So if I go project settings, input, file 1, this mouse button 0. So aren't you doing anything when I pull the trigger? Get button file 1, did I spell that wrong? Well, I'll test it out anyway, because it might... Yeah, it does work with the whole getting rid of the health, so why didn't the sound play? Add component, audio source. This one doesn't have an audio source on it. Nope. What about audio listener? No. Remove. Does that sound actually work? Yeah, it does work. Oh, I know why it's not playing a sound. Right, I want to add in here get component audio. Is it audio source? Audio source dot play one shot. The weapon I want to play is weapon 5. Is it weapon 5? No. Did I actually put it up here? Yeah, shooting sound. There we go. So every time it shoots, and there's no cooldown, it will fire. So let's have a look. There's no audio source attached to it. Yeah, I should have just kept the audio source on it. There we go. If I go to my object health, for some bizarre reason, that's not working correctly. My armor, sorry. Let me say this, ACR, adjust current armor. See if that does anything. And then I am going to go back to this cube and I'm going to say that it can be destroyed. So I'll go back. There we go, it's destroyed. So my shooting is working. There are no animations yet. There's no hit markers or anything like that. For some bizarre reason, this armor it still stays displayed on the hood even if it's got 0. It's a bug which we're going to have to figure out. We're taking damage. Yeah, it does take damage. And it can be destroyed, so yeah. Yeah, that's fine. That script. Now I will go into my cube, however, and give it 100. Let's try that out. So you have the name, the cube name. And you can kill it, which is perfect. Player heard. Where's my ammo? Here we go. Which is my current ammo? That's I, so what I say is get and I'm gonna say that's fire 1 and I want a -1 on the ammo, I don't want a -10 and then ammo, I want to do that is max ammo's turn 10. Now where's my shooting? There we go. Now also in here, after this, I'm going to say messenger dot broadcast shot. I'm going to say private ball underscore weapon empty equals false. And then in here, still do it in here. Actually, I should really do the shooting. Far. And let's go weapon empty equals false. Then it shoots. If it's true, then it won't shoot. So it won't shoot. Yeah, that's probably the easiest place to put it there. On void on enable. Weapon empty. Let's do it in here. Let's go. Actually, I'm thinking about this. I'm not entirely sure I want it to be empty. So not empty. Whoops. I'm not entirely sure I want to put in the update. So what I'm gonna do is and do that like that. And then in the player HUD, where's update? Actually, I want to do it down here in the ammo. If equals to 0, and then say messenger dot broadcast weapon dot empty. I believe that's what I called it, didn't I? Yeah, weapon empty. So, if all goes well, this should not work when we are on it. Why did I get a shot? And why did that work so crazy well? I'll get rid of the shot here. Yeah, having that tied into that is bad, so if I go... Where down here? Where do I have it as a fire? There we go, that's what I'm on fire. So what I do is, back in here I do want to have the shot. And in the hood, on the other hand, I want to create, that's on enable, so what I want to do is messenger.add listener shot and player shooting. And I'll do same game, save. Massive error there. Republic void player shooting. And then put it in there. Whoops, not weapon empty trigger. Let's go current ammo. I can say minus because it comes up -1 anyway. Whoops. There we go. And like this. There we go. And now if we go back into here, where's the HUD for our ammo display? This here. I want to have it as current ammo. And this here, I want max ammo. Now if I go back into here, you should see it change. There we go. We've got no ammo and we can't shoot the cube. Pushing the button and nothing's happening. However, if we go back into it again when we have ammo, now to make sure it's all good, weapon fire. Actually, be better in the hood. Where's ammo? Ammo here. We go. Weapon broadcasted weapon empty. And let's say this is empty. That's good. So if current ammo is, I'll try to do another one. If current ammo is less than max ammo, and input dot get key down keycode dot R. We use R for reload. And so current ammo is equal to max ammo. So now, if I push R, nothing happens. If I shoot R, it goes back up. However, if we have reloaded, for the moment we've got it here, it says weapon empty equals true. We've got it a trigger. Here's a public void reloaded. Weapon reloaded. I'm going to say underscore weapon empty equals false. And then I'm going to have to add another messenger dot add listener. Reloaded weapon, and I'm going to say weapon reloaded. So now I've got that in here. So in my player HUD, when we reload, I'm going to do underscore messenger dot broadcast. I call it reloaded weapon, didn't I? Yep. So now it should change. Now hit R. And there we go. We now have a way to shoot. How's that extra one in the chamber? How's that extra one in the chamber? 0. If I push again, how's that one in the chamber? But it doesn't register the one in the chamber. See, broadcasting, the weapon's empty. So the problem is here. There you go, less than or equal to. Fix my problem. So if you add the equal to sign there, fixes the problem. Just seeing if that fixes my little armor not disappearing bug. No, it don't. Save that off. Save the HUD off, and now we have a fully working weapon. Next video I'll be doing the animations along with the hit markers. When you shoot something, it actually makes a spark or something. And when you hit something metal and all that, you'll have different sounds as well. I've been TJoki, thank you for watching, I shall see you next time, goodbye.